playing Cold Fear.
So yeah, this is Cold Fear, made by Ubisoft.
We're all done. God
You
dang
guys
it.
are smoking on that malt.
I'm ripping a
Fucking that
cloud.
Getting a fat rip.
I was a bit scared that this game was not going to work because I know there's always issues with this game for recording it.
Really?
For most
Like
other
for
people.
everybody?
Yeah, for everybody.
Well, you know what? We're going to stick it out and we're going to make this happen.
Alright.
Stick it out like a dick in the morning.
Ha! Ha! Oh gosh, I didn't realize how blurry this was, but maybe it's just because we're watching it on the big
Everything's so
TV.
Uh,
So blurry. What the fuck is that thing?
I don't know.
Is that a whale?
I know I have to make this.
If it is, it
Is that
looks
like
like somebody
Crabwell?
I date.
what if what if you had like what if there was an actual crab well? It was like a well, but it was even stronger, and it was a crab well. Maybe that would be a leviathan. I don't know.
Me. Oh my god, I'm still choking on it. Alright.
Oni-chan?
Oh gosh.
To be unlocked.
What?
That was easy because I
We're
did
not
not know how to
going
play
that
this game
far
whatsoever.
in. We have
So-
no idea.
Oh yeah, this whole game is
It's about that guy Chris Hansen who's in the Coast Guard.
in the theory.
My name is Chris Hansen, and this is Date Night in
I know why you're here, Chris Hansen.
BC.
I want that booty.
I wasn't here for. Come here. You can
seen
bring
that
out those.
Boondocks?
You can bring out all the cameras and police. It don't do you no difference. I like to cuss you show Chris Hansen. I like to call you Chris Hansen.
Yes.
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm all about the booty, so give me that butt.
You sound like a. You sound like Mike Tyson.
Game by Ubisoft.
Ubi.
That's what my wife said on our first honeymoon. Ubisoft.
Oh,
Did I even turn on subtitles?
I think no.
Yeah, because the Coast Guard totally have guns.
What is this?
It's called Cold Fear. This
Kinda
fucking
looks a
Russian. Oh yeah, there it is.
Looks a little bit like.
Oh well. Gosh, makes you really appreciate the new time games we have because it's not horrendously blurry.
Well, it's just because of the converter. The converter makes it all blurry, but once you
Why didn't you
like,
turn it to like 1020, bro?
It
I
is
only
on
play
10.
games in 1020.
it is on 1080. But once it's recording on here, it looks spectacularly different.
That's like we were watching this DVD in class because our professor
How did
was
they get
going.
killed? Why are they dead?
Read the book, bro.
There's a
They're
book.
Where's the back of the box? I want to read the back of the box.
Got the book.
I do
Read me
not.
the box. I don't want the book.
Books
I
in
don't
the
know.
box.
Gosh, you're asking me to read
The
too much.
book's
Give me,
in the box.
give me that. What are we?
I gave you the book. I gave you the book.
The book was in the box.
Sound the depths of terror.
Oh, it's underneath that bowl. The fat one I just loaded you.
Yeah, there's the book right there.
In the throes of a voracious Arctic storm,
throes
disaster
of
signals are
passion.
sent
You
from
got
these
Macho Man Andy Savage.
Monster Man Handy Savage.
His name's like something handsome.
I remember this
Handsome
game.
Savage.
I remember none of this.
Handsome young savage.
maybe I was-
You know,
Cold Fear, where you're afraid of things and you're in water that makes you really cold and hypothermic.
Yeah, this
Welcome
game does
to
have
Cold
hypothermia
Fear.
in here.
So we're playing as Tom Hansen,
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. We have Dr. Victor with a hard K, T-O-R.
Weak Thorn.
It's been a long
Oh.
time since I played with PS2.
I think we get to get with his daughter because his daughter's okay. I'm not gonna spoil anything. In case
I
we
bet
get-
as soon as we see his daughter, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, dude, she's hot." I wonder who would say that. I can't
Probably all of
imagine
us.
who.
I can't imagine.
Knowing gaming, she's gonna be definitely hot. So
Okay.
Ah, that
I'm going off
that
of precedent.
pixel, that pixel tip.
they
That's
don't.
exactly
they definitely
what I
don't
like
put.
to see. Tomb Raider.
Pixelation.com.
Ah, man, I remember playing the first Tomb Raider game and seeing those pixel movies, and I was like, those ones hurt.
That's what Hannah's dad was saying. He's like, "Oh, I remember back when Tomb Raider first come out. She looked like Mario. There, dudes had a crush on her back then."
I didn't have a crush on fat Italian plumbers. Just like go over to my house and there's just like a shrine to him.
Tomb Raider was my first biggest crush, and I was like, why am I feeling this way about a video game character?
See, mine was Oh gosh, first video game crush.
I thought you just said biggest crush. If we're talking about that, mine was Zach from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I mean, let's be honest. He probably has like a massive dick. So there's probably a good reason.
Gee, I hope
to
not.
like that.
I don't know
Well,
if I
like, he
can
did
handle
show
it.
his
I don't know.
dick.
I don't know
How?
if you can
On
handle
the
it.
internet, yeah.
Where?
No,
Oh my god.
no.
Like, you're automatically like, I'm going to find
There's
this.
the monster right there.
I've got to see it. There was. He's
In the
dead
window?
now.
Pistol ammo.
I don't know. It's just, okay. So I'm assuming that the layout is kind of Silent Hill.
Oh, that means it's gonna
Slash
suck.
Resident Evil.
Slash like
The
Resident
weird thing about this
Evil.
game, you can either have it with fixed camera angles or not.
What game?
I feel like the
Fatal
not-
frame
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like the
Weird.
not fixed angles are like scarier, and it's scarier because you can't see.
Yeah, I like the third person. I want to see my character and how cool it is.
Nothing
And thus
wrong.
far, he looks like a pretty.
That's how I like all my
character.
men.
It looks very, very bland, very normal. You better have some good characteristics.
I did like the
Chris
effort they
Hansen,
took-
don't disappoint me.
Yeah, I like
Chris
the effort
Hansen.
they took to make the rain pop, on the screen. That's pretty
Oh,
neat.
oh, that fire. Oh,
Oh god.
that looks like
Look out! There goes my mixtape.
Oh, my
Gotta
mixtape.
find that code.
Go through that door. I've got to find that code.
How
Why were
cool
you
would it
getting-
be if you had a DLC character and it's Chris Redfield?
That'd be pretty dope. The guy
No,
from
Or
Resident
Leon
Evil.
Kennedy?
Leon Kennedy,
That'd
Chris
be
Redfield.
No.
Zach from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
That would actually be
Just
really like.
hanging
That would
out.
just be like really funny. He just looks just like him. There's
Yeah.
no difference.
Cole
Yeah.
Sprouse, whatever.
Like on like on his back, it just has like his real name on it.
He just has like mercy.
Go up the deck. There was another area you can climb up.
This is where you're supposed to go.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I have time. Just right, or I'll go over.
Oh god.
You're getting beaten up here,
No,
man.
wave or accident.
You're getting wrecked.
I hear
son.
they used the engine for this game from actually the failed pilot of The Deadliest Catch.
I mean, I bet you that's what Deadliest Catch was based off of. They were looking at this game and they're like, so guys, how about we get a bunch of stupid idiots on a boat and try to catch some crabs in the middle of the worst storms ever? God, you're becoming Electro.
They just couldn't get, like, even in the early 2000s before this came out, they couldn't get even an M rating on The Deadliest Catch because of all the cussing everybody does.
Yeah. Sad day.
Weird thing was to unlock the doors. You have to shoot.
That's stupid.
He's like, "We can believe
Pretty sure the Xbox One is more inferior because more inferior.
This reminds me of the movie Leviathan / also the movie Abyss. 1980s like horror movies.
Yeah. God, that was weird. This reminds me right now of it's kind of an obscure one. It's called Virus.
Never heard of it.
Virus.
What was that one where they had like mechanical beings being fused with bio, like human beings,
Terminator.
like,
On a ship,
On a ship,
but that's virus.
but that's virus. Yeah.
Yeah. So what it is it's a space virus that hits this Russian scouting ship that has like all these big satellite dishes on it, and it
Great,
gets
now
stuck
it's raining
there.
inside.
Alright, the weird thing is to have a fire and fucking boats.
Oh, I mean, some of the areas have compressed oxygen, so I could see
Yeah.
why it could happen.
It's just like you're around water. Oh shit.
I mean, every boat that I've been on, like pleasure craft on the lake, people have had fire extinguishers.
Yeah, you have to have them
Oh shit.
because they're because the top of the boat. Some of those boats sit out so far you can never touch the water. Like on a pontoon, you sit like 2 feet above the water, and to like get down in it, you really got to reach or just like lean over completely and hope that you don't fall out.
Bloody.
Wow.
Where's the door?
Oh.
Oh,
Where?
we went
Go
in.
back out that way. I think maybe there's somewhere else you gotta go. But no, like The Virus is a really obscure, stupid movie. Like terrible. It has a what's her face in it, the Activia lady.
Yeah. What was her
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, she was in it. God, she was young in that. But it's all about this virus that comes to Earth. That's like a computer virus, and it deems humans as being a virus on the planet.
Was this pre-Halloween Jamie Lee Curtis or like
About the same era.
Freaky Friday. That Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she's pretty much there. She had the short hair and everything.
Well, she's always had short hair.
No, she had longer hair when she did like
Stand down.
was it Commando? No, it was the one where she was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
True Lies.
True Lies. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Where's
she's
that guy at the dealership he's talking about? It's like, so I'm dating this, well, you know, brunette, whatever. That's like a 10-year-old boy, you know?
Yeah. But no, it's like so like the whole thing is like there's this computer virus and it deems humanity as being can you crouch?
Alright, what is
Who's
that?
Kenny Oh, can you crouch?
Kind of
Yeah.
like the Terminator series, like humanity is.
Well, this virus considers humans the plague because of it basically considers like anything organic a plague. So it starts killing the original team that was on the ship, and it starts taking their body parts and using parts of that and then like machinery parts around it to build these weird things. There's like bugs and there's
they're
like
creepy.
dogs and there's like they
Could you
even
get
use the
that
captain and
hatch,
like turn him into a big
bro?
robot, and then
Oh yeah.
it was really stupid, but like like all of the work that they did it was fantastic.
Oh dude.
Like,
the
they
special
act-
effects, like the
Oh, it
creature
was-
designs was like.
Oh, it
ugh.
was crazy. The giant robot that they did at the end, like they actually built like that giant robot for the actors to have to like fight with.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool. Like all the
I
facial
love when they
things
do
and
that.
everything. It was weird, but they don't do that anymore, and I feel like that's why horror
Just
movies
like
just don't have the same
Prometheus.
love anymore that they used to.
Same love.
That's like Jurassic Park. Now they're relying on cinematics so much instead of act. Well, I will say this: they do have the animatronics, but now I feel like they're relying too much on the cinematics and how to design a character via computer to illustrate that. I think we need to go back to the real life.
Well, I think the whole reason they do it, and I mean, to be honest, this is true, it is more expensive to do live action shots because the original T-Rex that they had, if you've ever seen like the
Original scene
like-
where it breaks out free. And
Well, they had that. Well, no, when it's like attacking the car and everything, like they actually had a giant T-Rex that did that. Like that
Yeah.
T-Rex was like 4.5 tons, and it could tear apart that car. But they shot it in water, and the biggest problem it had was when the water was on it for so long, it would start getting the shakes,
They'd have
and
to
it would
dry
look
it
really,
off.
it would look really fake. So they didn't want to do it. So
You know who worked on the special effects staff for Jurassic Park is also really famous? Adam Jones, the guitarist for Tool.
That's true. I'm trying to think of the other guy. God, what's his name? He's the animatronic like guru. He's the one that's done all the animatronics for the movie.
Spielberg.
No, it wasn't Spielberg. It was gosh, I
the
can't
one who
think of
passed
his
away
name.
recently.
George Lucas did a lot of animatronics.
No, this is no, he has Steve Winston. That's it.
Yeah.
Steve Winston did a lot of the animatronics for Star Wars,
Oh,
Gremlins.
look at all those
Yeah, he worked with Jim Henson doing some of the Gremlins
R.I.P.
stuff.
Mr. Winston.
Yeah, he did a lot of
Hey,
stuff.
there's a note.
He was
Maybe that's the
fantastic.
code.
Hey, note about the armory. Probably
It
is the
contains
code.
armor.
It contains weapons, things that you need.
Sometimes some munitions stored in there, some part particularly unstable, more environmental. There are high probability of corrosion.
God, how do you
Research
say that
or
name?
Handling of ammunition, even more than delicate issues.
And the
or-
shin.
Any synchro. Ugh. Gotta have a really hard K at the end there. But no, this is. I feel like that's something like the old the movie The Thing. Like, do you remember that one?
Dude, I have that recorded on my DVR.
Do you remember that one over the new one and why it was like so like breathtaking, especially with like the fly and all that, like all the old ones? Because there was a lot of love put into the animatronics and the makeup that they did there,
Yeah.
We
which
actually
I
had
really
the game,
liked.
The Thing. We actually played.
Yeah,
It's
we played
basically-
that forever
It's
ago.
set up after the events. Of
I remember
the
playing
Yeah,
that.
it was really bad.
And the cool thing about it, it had that Freedom Fighters feel to it.
Yeah.
And then basically you have to like trust your teammates that you get. Either they're the Thing or not.
Yeah, you just have to. Yeah, it was really
that's
cool.
the weird thing, and so that's like the cool
Yeah, like the whole problem. I think the whole thing that hindered it was because of it was kind of Resident Evil gameplay where it was like really backed out, so it was really hard. And it just wasn't like in a good direction when they did it. Great, it's locked. That's cool. Open the door.
That's
Ew.
the hard thing. What if like there's like a really hot girl and you're like, I totally want to trust you because like maybe we can go on a date after we get out of this shit. And then she's actually like the.
Well, I mean, in the new one, they did that. Like the new thing, the last guy that she believed, the way that she figured out that he was the thing, and she really wanted to believe him was he didn't have his earring in, because like the whole premises in that movie was that the thing couldn't recreate metallic parts.
Ooh.
So like. If they had fillings, like metal fillings, they would look for that, and if they weren't in there, they were the thing because they had them originally. It couldn't recreate that. So the guy was missing his earring, and she's like, "Where's your earring?" He's like, "What?" And she lights the whole thing on fire, and of course he's the thing.
That with Kurt Russell, that movie was really good.
That was fantastic.
It was a really good movie, and gosh damn, like the way that they made the creatures look just freaked me out. Do you remember the dog kennel scene?
Oh my gosh, yes. And then like the whole thing where he's like trying to revive the guy with the defibrillators,
and then
the
he
thing
puts his
opens
hand-
up and he puts his hands in, it like bites him off.
Oh, dude.
I miss that kind of stuff because that was really cool. Like you had to do it in that one shot, or you like had to reset. But gosh, usually those one takes were like really good, and
so good.
man, they just don't do it anymore. Like I know with Jurassic Park they still use the animatronics, but they just don't use big ones anymore. Like for the last movie, I think they only had 3, and the biggest one was probably it was the big long neck scene that they had.
I thought I liked Star Wars still.
Oh, when it was laying down and it was like
the actual
Indominus.
the actual head that they had there was an animatronic that they were working with.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars. I like that Star Wars, like the original ones, had a lot of like real, like actual creatures, compared to not
Hey, that's a
having.
card.
Like,
That's a
anything.
card. Yeah.
Remember that, Carlos? Get the fuck out of
Oh
here.
my god. That was really nice.
Is that guy infected or some shit?
Could be.
I don't know, but I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Well, now he's just laying there dead again. He just had to jump up for that one jump scare.
And he's like, I'm trying to breathe.
It's not as spoopy as I was
too much water
expecting
pressure.
it, but we can
Can't
get
open the door.
spoopier. I imagine. Oh, okay. I saw something crawling around.
Yeah, must be something up there.
Yeah, I saw something moving.
Sorry, it wasn't me. So you saw something there.
Yeah, I saw something moving like right next to you on the ground, and I was like, that's either a shadow or it's like something above you that we can't see yet.
This game looks really cool though. I will say, just watching it, this looks fun and exciting.
I think the biggest drawback to it is was the fact that they didn't know what they were doing, and first-person shooters hadn't really become like a main staple yet. So they built it off of you following the person
Thanks to
overhead.
Half-Life.
Yeah. Haha!
Oh,
Half-Life did do that. You know, props to them. But God, Valve, get your shit together.
Make Half-Life 3.
They're not going to do anything because they never go past 2.
They can't even, they don't know how to count to 3.
Yeah, they don't. Yet they make some pretty amazing games. Portal and Portal 2 were fantastic.
There's like a theory out there saying they're already making so much cash from Steam and everything, so there's really no use to bring it out right now.
No, I was hoping they would do like
What the
What the
fuck?
hell
Left
is
4
that?
Dead 3. I was hoping that would have been a thing. Some bit his head off. This reminds me of the thing like a lot.
People, can you? Oh God!
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that lean mechanic. That's really cool.
Especially for this period.
Yeah, for this period of gaming, that's not normal at all. Lean mechanic. And here I thought that only third-party developers could do it. Good job on you.
Yeah,
good
Rainbow
job.
Six. That was the first game I ever played where you could lean. Was Rainbow Six Vegas. My buddy and I
that
would-
game was good.
My buddy and I
Yeah.
would play like where you could go through a college campus to like get all the terrorists. And that was the greatest game I'd ever played at the time because I'd never played a game before that had a lean mechanic. And I'd
Yeah.
always thought, like, man, that's something every game should have.
See, the one that I remember playing that, because
That
I
one's
had
called
played a couple that had lean mechanic but never really used it. Alien Isolation was the first one that integrated it really well.
Oh, yeah.
Because God, you have got to use that. And I hated
How
playing
was that game, by the way?
It was fantastic for the fact that the AI was really smart. It wasn't cheap.
They said it was one of the smartest AIs.
The AI was really good because like it would leave and then it would come back, but it would always be kind of in the area you were at.
Yeah.
But it was smart about it. It would think of the route that you would naturally take if you were to go the back route, and it would drop down there, and you're like, well, shit.
Oh, fuck.
But the AI was fantastic.
I was really satisfied
smart.
the first time that he and I were playing it and we got killed by the alien.
It didn't feel unjustified.
No,
like it was really good.
Yeah.
And it was really scary too. Like the whole thing that I like is when you use the flamethrower on it and it runs at you and knocks you over. You have that like quick instant of your like.
Though.
Well, it'll run and it won't kill you sometimes because it'll run and knock you down. But there's kills where you get knocked down and you're sitting there and you think you're okay, and then the tail will come bursting out of your chest. So you immediately get scared. You're like, oh god, and you like turn around. There's nothing there. So it was a really good way to give you that jump. But the mechanics were just really good because the alien wasn't.
Now that's Ripley's daughter in that.
That is Ripley's daughter.
That is the precursor to the movie series.
Man, tell you right now, if I had a girlfriend like Amanda Ripley,
David thinks she's hot.
She is hot. I've replayed it many times.
That's the only character in a video game that he thinks she's hot.
She's hot, and I'm trying to think of the other one that was like there. Not the main character. It was like Lorraine, the one on the Torrens, was okay looking, but she wasn't that good looking. Amanda was just drop dead.
Maybe it's because I can see the Sigourney Weaver in her, you know?
Yeah.
Sigourney.
Yeah, she looks good. But it does follow Amanda Ripley's thing. And I love the fact where people who hadn't like seen the third movie had like really like shitty things where they were like, oh well, she's dead and all this and blah blah blah, and they're like, that's not how it dies. But if you pay attention in the third movie, it actually shows how she dies, and it said that she died at the old age from heart attack.
Right,
yeah,
in the what was that, Aliens 3? Yeah,
Was it
not
really?
2
I
but
thought
3.
It might have been Alien 2. No, it was Aliens.
I think it was Aliens.
It was Aliens when they
Yeah,
put the-
yeah. And when she's sitting in the little
No, it was Alien 3.
It had to be Aliens because we didn't even get to Alien. We didn't even finish Aliens, much less get to Alien 3 because
I thought it was Alien 3 because she also has Newt cut open during Alien 3 because she wants to make sure that the alien wasn't inside her, so they split her chest open.
I'm pretty sure because she just got back and was talking to the lawyer about the case on the Nostromo.
Oh, that's true.
No,
It could have been.
it's Aliens 3.
No, it was
Aliens.
It was Aliens. It was
Aliens?
the
The
second
second
one.
one.
It was the second one because
Not Resurrection?
No, fuck that. That shouldn't exist. That was terrible.
That's what I thought just from
I
hearing
was
the
bummed.
premise
It was
of
just
it.
one
That was-
alien the whole time.
That was no, it wasn't. It was a lot of aliens, but it was like the Alien Resurrection was just like Hollywood's way of being like, so you didn't like how we ended it last time? Let me show you how we can fuck this series up even worse. So
What's
we're
the
gonna
one with Forrest Whitaker? That's what I'm talking
Forrest
about. That I'm
Whitaker.
probably getting it mixed up with.
Like AVP.
No, not AVP. This is early on. It's
Forrest Whitaker played Bishop.
was it Bishop? Yeah, he was like a preacher in it, and they're in this metal factory kind of thing. And
That was Alien 3.
That was 3.
That was 3.
So in Aliens, they say, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Aliens. I thought it was Alien 3, but Alien 3 it was just the fact that they cut open Newt because she was afraid that the alien had gotten into Newt. So she has the doctor there
Yeah, it's
saw
actually-
open her ribs and then open it to see if it's in her cabin.
Ah.
It's not.
Which is so sad. I mean, you got these. Okay, here's my biggest thing. So, I hate it when the black people die in movies.
Mhm.
Like, why is that a common thing of horror movies? So, I watched the movie Leviathan, which is released around the same period of the Aliens movies in the
Yeah.
80s. And I get super excited. So, basically, they're deep siege, exploration divers. And at the end of the movie, all the spoiler alert, of course, they come up to the surface and they've got, I forget the name of the actor, but he played the Black Ghostbuster in the Ghostbusters original movie.
Oh yeah, I can't think
So
of his name.
they get up to the surface and I'm like, yes, finally, like out of a horror movie, the black guy survives. And they're all there and like, oh great, like, hey, here comes a helicopter.
Oh, and then it's like that. And it's like that little quick thing where it like grabs.
little
him and
fucker
kills him.
pops out of the water and they go, oh, I'm sorry, it got home.
Oh my gosh, have you ever seen the movie?
I was so
Have you
pissed.
seen the movie Deep Blue Sea? It's about
Yeah,
the
with the shark.
Yeah, it's about the
super
sharks
smart
that they make them
sharks.
super smart. and freaking what was his name?
You're
Samuel Jackson was in it.
Yeah.
He gets killed like that, and I was
And
like,
he's giving his
"Get
speech,
on
and then the shark just comes out and is like, "Nope, fuck your speech. That's not going to go to a college."
Oh god, that made me so sad. But that was another one, and
Yeah.
there are some ones where they actually get out.
I
but
will
it's
say this:
very
Hollywood,
uncommon.
stop killing great black actors, you bastards.
Oh, some of it is just. Sometimes it's because it makes the movie like it gets the word out.
I will say with
Because if
Leviathan,
people
it
survive,
didn't make
then
anything better for me.
No, it made it worse.
I think you could still have them be attacked,
Oh, we just try that.
but
But
like
they
let them
survive.
survive.
Yeah.
Like have some miracle and be like, "Oh, you actually made it." Like, stop killing off the black actors. That shit pisses me off. I don't like that. I don't feel good about that. That's just as much as anybody else. It's always the white couple that survives at the end. White girl, white guy.
Well,
Ugh.
Deep Blue Sea changed that. Remember the girl kills herself. She dies.
No,
so
yeah,
it's the chef and the guy who looks like
Do you
Bruce
remember that
Willis.
quick turn? Do you remember the quick turn the shark did? Like, okay, it's gonna go from because he cuts his hand, he puts the blood in the water, and it goes,
Oh, it
"Ooh, I'm
gets
gonna go
hurt.
for you." Then it goes, "Woof," and I was like,
Yeah, no, he got her.
"Fuck!" That surprised me.
Yeah, it was
She kinda
surprising.
she
did
kinda
deserve
deserved it, though.
She did.
Yeah.
I was really happy when she got her just desserts. It made me so happy because I was like at the very beginning she needed to die. I was like, throw her in the shark tank and let
And
her
then
be.
she lets down the button and lets the shark get away. I was like, "You
Yeah,
dumbass.
I was happy that
Why'd
the
you do that?"
I was actually happy that the chef made it out alive because I was really rooting for him
Dude,
throughout the whole movie.
what is that?
I can't think of his name.
I know his name.
But like I was really
Anyways,
rooting
yeah,
for
I
him
was-
and his
I was
fucking
super
parrot.
excited.
Him and his stupid ass
Because
parrot.
you know what's the funny thing? You either get black people killed off or the people that believe in faith and God. Those
Yeah,
two
that's
people
true.
always get killed off, and yet he represented both of those, and he
And
survived.
survives.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, yes! Finally, we get somebody who's a hero that stands up for the best of things and still survives. That is awesome."
It's just Hollywood's thing. Sometimes Hollywood movies have a thing about doing that where they kill them off because it gets controversy out. It's like what they did with the for people who don't know, I really didn't like the last Ghostbusters at all.
Well,
like I
The
did
original
not.
Ghostbusters used to be. It was funny, but it was very scary.
Well,
I
it was-
remember as a kid
well-
being like, "Whoa, this is scary,"
Well,
but
the
it's
humor
funny.
was funny because they were guys, and I'm not going on the whole rant of like
Oh, gender
can't
change.
Yeah, that was
oh.
my whole thing of like people are being like, oh, you know, it's just because they're girls. I was like, no, because Melissa McCarthy's in it, and she's fucking hilarious.
She's funny.
I
as
laugh
fuck.
all the time with her. And the girl who played Halser, what's her name? The blonde-headed one that was crazy.
Everybody else's SNL cast characters.
Basically,
People who
yes.
came from SNL.
I can't think of her name. The one that played the crazy one in the movie. I loved her too. They were both really good. The only problem is that the reason the Ghostbusters worked so well was because they were guys and because the jokes were raunchy for their favor. And I feel like with this one, they shouldn't have gone as comedic. They should have gone like a little more serious because this could have been something as to like, you know, they were standing up for themselves, you know, justifying as to why they should be Ghostbusters. And that would have been cool.
I say this. I say there's another revamp of Ghostbusters, but make it really super scary. Still have the comedy in there, but I'm like, really, take this seriously. Imagine this in a real world format of dealing with spirits. And, dude, if everyone's like, oh, no, guys, have like two guys. Have like two
Paranormal
girls.
Activity meets Ghostbusters.
Exactly, like make this shit really exciting and
There's
intense.
a video game for Ghostbusters for Xbox 360 that's actually pretty good.
I heard
Is
that
it
one was-
scary?
No, it's more of like a kind of a fun like co-op game, and it's okay.
I know. I think you're talking about the other one. That's the real one they actually had. It's got the real guys in it, voice acting and everything.
Yeah.
And they said there's a part that's like, whoa, what's going on with my head?
What is on your face?
Is that a mask?
I think my texture face never reloaded.
I am the demon
Is there
now.
something in those-
I am the killer.
It kind of
Oh.
looks cool to be honest. Oh, in the
Gosh.
mirror. It's
Oh,
already-
there it is. Shadow.
but
It's
no,
the shadow
gone.
effect.
Are
Okay.
you supposed to get something out of those stalls or something? Because it seems
I
like
was trying. There's no.
it
Can't
seems
interact.
we are at an impasse.
Well,
The fat one is right.
the fat one is right. Kill them all. I don't know.
But yeah, they said there's a scary level in that, and that's inside the school.
See, they just need to do more things. That's something that I praise Alien Isolation over like Alien Covenant, the movie, was the fact that everything was consistent in it, and it wasn't like the technology in like Alien Covenant looked way more advanced than what it should have been because it's a prequel. Alien Covenant was supposed to happen like years and years
Sent this to
before
me.
the other
Who
one
is this
did.
actor?
Right.
Who is this actor?
I
I'm a miss.
have no idea.
Hannah looks slightly Asian.
How you like that, Hannah?
No, it's funny. My buddy is Salvadorian, and I always make jokes to him like, "You look like Glenn." He looks Asian, even though he's Salvadorian, and he always gets pissed off. He's like, "I'm not fucking Asian."
I get called Asian all the time.
That's funny.
I was called Indian Jackie Chan.
Oh, that's funny and sad all at once. No, it's just, I don't know.
Did you already
It's
try
like
that?
Baskin Robbins. You're getting
yeah.
more flavors than
Yeah.
you expected.
So, what is the mission here? What are we doing? Because it seems we have reached a brick wall.
Obviously, we have to go find the code.
Let's go find that daughter and that doctor, man.
She's in that room.
You all like to party.
You are like the party.
Get that party now.
Wow, that went really good. You all like to party. I have champagne out here.
party when you wanna die.
Oh, no, look at me.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, there you go. That's something happening over there.
Progression.
We finally found our way. Don't fall.
Oh, God.
Don't fall. You're getting shot at. He's shooting you. Don't fall. Go forward. Get closer to the gate. 'Cause if you fall, back to square one. There you go. God, you got a lot of life. You're just brushing off bullets like it's nothing.
Look at that.
Blow up that barrel. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Poor man. Never stood a chance. Pistol ammo.
You're shooting with a machine gun.
What's the burning guy got? Oh, is that a harpoon?
I
Oh!
feel like we have to do that and kill a big ass monster.
So I answered my brother, and well, I said, you know, who I thought it was, and he goes, "What?" And I said, "Or."
Justin Timberlake.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know. It could be. I actually didn't think I would like Justin Timberlake as like an actor, but he's actually not that bad.
I hear my boss.
Oh, I like him. I used to not like him, but like I'm a big fan of Justin Timberlake. He's awesome.
My boss said they're good. He's heard something about them asking him to do the Super Bowl show, halftime show.
That was
Dude,
really cool.
I'd be down.
Lady
I'm hoping
Gaga's
they'll
supposed to
invite
be bad.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Me and our cream on that day.
Man, no, it was
It was whenever Katy Perry was with.
man, I remember listening to
This
him.
man yet, you know, they
Yeah.
got a big.
See, no.
Sorry.
See, I remember watching him with NSYNC way before he even went on his own.
Instinct.
Instinct. They weren't that bad actually. There's
They
a
were
lot
a
of
boy band. They were manufactured. There's nothing aesthetic about
Excuse me,
them.
I had 3 older sisters, so I'm sorry that I had to listen to it all the time in the car.
I'm just saying, like, it's
That,
manufactured.
at least I would rather listen to them than the Backstreet Boys.
No,
That's Backstreet
Uh,
Boys.
One these
Backstreet's
days.
back. All right.
Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, all 4 of us should start a boy band.
Boys 12. You need
I'm boy number 7, and I'm in love with boy number 4.
We only have 4 people in our band, but I'm boy number 7, so I'm on demand.
Oh shit. Draw me some fan art. Just us and fan art, just getting it on with one another. Ah, too much. Too much fan art. Rule 34.
Stop.
Oh god. Oh gosh, I wasn't expecting this.
Some of the fan art gets so freaky nowadays, whether it's a video game, a movie, or a TV series.
This dude was asking a couple of different chicks at the Retro VidCon if they would like do a commission of a naked Rayman. Like Rayman, oh my god.
Naked
Wow.
Rayman. No, I was like,
God.
no, it just bothers me because like,
Can you title it Raving Boners?
now have you ever seen like a I'm trying to think of like a franchise that has really taken. You know what? Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'll be completely honest. The games are actually okay, even though they have like no replay value anymore, at all. But the fandom, little on the crazy side.
Hey, he's
I'm
like
not
Elvis who
talking-
died on the toilet.
I'm not talking everyone, but there's not been a day in my life where I've ever like,
code.
oh, what the heck? That turd he must have been sitting on finally came out because he like fell off.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
That's exactly what. Oh God! Turn it down. I'll save you. Oh, I didn't save you. Oh, fuck. Kill him. Okay, he's dead.
Do I like the party?
The aiming looks really hard. I don't like that. You like to party hardy? Climb up that bed there.
Like, you interact and everything says, damn.
Yes, let's say.
Oh, I know who this is. This is
Is that the guy from Need for
no. Thank
Need
you.
for Speed,
You're thinking of
yeah.
yeah. You're right
Fast
on it,
and
David.
Furious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking about. I couldn't remember.
What was his name? It was I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. So sad he died. I love him.
Oh yeah, he died in Tokyo Drift, didn't he?
Yeah. Dude, my favorite character throughout the whole series.
Sung Kang.
You know, Tokyo Drift is like based in the future.
Sun King?
S-U-N-G.
Supposed to be. What do you mean based in the future?
So basically, in Tokyo Drift, it's based in the future after Fast and Furious something like that. Or no, I think it's something like that.
See, I don't know. Because is the main character in it? Like, is what's
It's
I know
got the
who
guy
his
from
name- That's watching my brother. That's how he's like, okay, let's compare photos.
I don't know. I don't remember.
That looks, similar hairstyle.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think that is, bro. I think you're spot on.
That's what I thought of earlier. I was like, I can't even think of it.
Oh my god.
I'm not very
Oh
good.
my fucking gosh.
Aim high. Aim for the head. There. Down. See, I don't know. Is Tokyo Drift like in the future?
Yeah.
It's known for-
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's got the Asian guy.
It's like a side story to the.
I'll be honest. Like the only thing I remember getting out of that was the fast cars, like the Mustang that he gets a hold of, and then the Teriyaki Boys song of Tokyo Drift.
Oh, do you remember when they're cruising through the? I'm
I
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo.
Yeah. Oh, that song was dope.
I'll be singing. You know you have to go fast and furious. Dicks. Yeah. Oh god, that was like the only thing that really made me laugh was just, and their name, Teriyaki Boys. Freaking seriously, that's their name.
You know, if I cross the street, I'm not gonna fall.
Run!
I don't know how to run.
Look at you, you're sidewalking it. How's it going out there, Ollie? It's raining sideways.
Sometimes it rained from underneath.
Sometimes it rains from under. Oh.
Sometimes that's my piss dropping from the toilet splashing up on my butthole.
How do you know, like, use the restroom? It happens. What? Shit. It happens. It happens. What? Shit.
Shit.
It happens.
That's how it happens. This shit.
I love it at the whole end of the run. I'm gonna go home now. He just looks at all of them. I'm gonna go home now.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see y'all later.
I was running.
I ran.
I was a run, man. Forrest Gump.
Ran,
Yeah.
Forrest,
Yeah,
ran.
there we
I
go.
was running.
Johnny.
And
Yeah.
then this kid went on to like see dead people who didn't know they were dead yet.
Oh my gosh.
Sixth
Yes.
Sense.
Haley Joel Osment.
I mean, he got to play with Bruce Willis, so that's not terrible.
That's pretty cool. Dude, what a...
Bruce
what a-
Willis before he got, like, old and mean looking.
Talk about an M. Night Shyamalan twist. He's actually dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a smart moviegoer, and I said, I have some suspicions, but let's work with it. And then I was like, oh, fuck. even though I had suspicions, it still took me for a catch-22, and I was like, wow, he's actually good.
I just found that code, fool.
Well, man, there's a lot of doors with a lot of codes you found.
So I'm just gonna have to go in here or that dude.
Oh,
that
come
was
on. We all
right
know
there.
that this ship is just like my MacBook. I use the same password for everything.
Password.
You know what's funny? So my brother comments, he says, it's ... Bitch, please. Maybe that's a hint. I don't know.
Looks like this will do the
Bitch,
job.
please.
But I go, real? And then now, like, my sister loves Asians. Like,
Oh,
she's
no.
all about Asian guys. All day, every day.
Oh, just like his sister.
Yeah, all day, every day about it. That's why I said they should get along. They should meet up with each other. So now I want to comment and say, since I don't have a response, and say, oh, is that Katie's new boyfriend? Yeah. Damn, dude. I feel like he could also look like the guy from the movie Assassin. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, that was a bad movie. That was
I
terrible.
liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was...
Ugh.
You know, ironically enough, he's basically like the Backstreet Boy of, like,
Yeah.
Asian pop culture in terms of music. He's actually not... Well, I mean, I'm sure he can fight, because, like, those choreographed scenes
Oh,
are
shit.
pretty badass.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Get him! Get him!
Well, at least they give you a lot of life, so you're not just dying right away.
It's on easy.
Make sure he's not left for dead.
Murder. Throw a match on him.
Things are gonna get easier. God, you are just dying. Kill him. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face.
We're gonna create a barbershop quartet.
Have AIDS.
What was
Bitch,
that?
open the door. I got this dick for you. Look at it. It's long. I can swing it around. I can basically hang myself with
I
it.
don't have a lot of advice for you, but I do have a tip.
Flip yourself over.
You know why those people work for tips? Because no one will put the whole thing in.
Hey!
That was a Triumph the Insult comic.
Yeah. God, I love that
Oh,
dog.
he's amazing.
Triumph is the best.
Okay,
When I lived
so...
at the Christian college that I was going to, we were looking